About a month ago, I bushwhacked that portage back there into Sealy Lake with the intention of exploring a new route near home. Back for a long weekend, and it's gonna see how far north I can get. Made it to the second portage here, just in time because the wind is really picking up with this storm coming in. One of those had a slug on it. It literally, the slug got caught on my lip and I almost pushed it into my mouth thinking it was a raspberry, but anyway, the trail's all right. Clear enough footpath. Just a little overgrown because it's mostly winter use for the sleds. Well, into the unknown. This is as far as I came last time, so hopefully this creek gets me somewhere. So the creek wasn't much help. It got swallowed up pretty quickly, had some beaver dams, but it's gotten to a point where it's swallowed by the forest. But alongside here, it looks like there's still probably a snowmobile trail, but it's gonna need a little bit of clearing. That's more like it. The trail was starting to get non-existent, so I scouted it out quite a ways ahead. And I got through, but it's starting to get pretty bad. Scouted the east side of the creek into the lake that I'm trying to get to, and it's not really possible. It'd be pretty extreme. Hoping the other side of the creek's gonna work out. Got raspberries, blueberries, and Saskatoons. In addition to all the berries, there's just an incredible aroma here. It's like minty, super fresh, just beautiful. And the west side of the creek is a lot more doable, so onward. On the trip with Tara last weekend to McCuttigan Creek, I said I'm gonna leave my hat in the car, and I couldn't have regretted it more. It's such great protection from bugs, rain, sun. You know that scene in Jurassic Park where they're just meddling around in the car and then suddenly they look up and there's a Brachiosaurus? I just had one of those moments. I was walking across these rocks, just got to this lake where I'm hoping to camp, and suddenly looked up and wow, this is a gorgeous lake. It just started raining though, so I'm gonna hustle back, get the canoe, and hopefully find somewhere decent to camp here. Well, it wasn't looking too good. The shoreline is just so rugged here. And then this little beach presented itself, and it couldn't be more perfect. I'm close to where I want to try and explore tomorrow. And this place is loaded with raspberries, and it's open enough to actually set up camp, so fantastic. This might be the best campsite I've ever had in my life. More moose tracks there. This grass is full of moths which fly off as you walk through them. Berries galore. Nice open spot. Tons of firewood. Unparalleled view. Beach. It's just got it all. There are also some massive birch trees here. So finding birch bark is not too hard.
The rain has come on strong, but I'm all dry here. Couldn't have asked for more today with the forecast. Plus, I've got an awesome book to read, so I'm excited. Well, it's foggy and cool this morning, so I'm hoping that's gonna break soon. It's not the best for exploring.
So the goal today is to get a lake or two north of my lake. I don't even know if this lake has a name. It doesn't on the topo. But the first portage attempt is it's just too extreme. Taking the canoe through this is just going to be hell, so I got to find something else. There are creeks in between these water bodies, but it's like a rainforest in here. It's just so dense. It's not possible. So yesterday, and the last time I was here, did that portage into Sealy, camp there. Yesterday, continued further up into this lake, up through this way. I was hoping to get to Skipper and to Boyer. Doesn't seem to be possible. So now I'm trying to get into Laco Beer Lake. But all I'm seeing, this has been trodden down, but it's probably an animal that's done that. And again, there's no clear path to get in here. This could be the end of the road. Oh, it's official. That's it. Turning back here. Walking through these tall grasses is one thing, but then you hit dense bush, so. But I've got an awesome book to read, stunning lake to fish, a cliff to hike up. If I had known that this is what I'd get out of this little project, then I'd be pretty darn happy. Coming back to the lake here, I couldn't help but notice this rock with a perfect bowl carved into it, and then couldn't help noticing several others. Certainly conjures up some vivid fantasies in the imagination.
Still no end in sight for the gray weather. Thunder is still cracking all the time. Bushwhacked up the side of the cliff, and it just cemented this place as one of the most beautiful locations I've ever been to. And the plants up here are just bursting with berries.
Holy cow. Wow. Oh, my hat! No! Oh my goodness. This is unreal. The wind is just raging here. It's like a dream world. I'm in Ontario. Where did this come from? This is just one of those places where you feel like if you died, you could look back on this and think, I had a pretty good life. There are blueberries by the millions here. I can barely make progress. I'm at the top now, and there's at least, it's like a 270-degree view. It's just phenomenal. Those lakes out there are the lakes I was hoping to get to on this exploratory route. Looks like that's not going to happen, but I don't care right now. I'm in the clouds too. See the clouds around me. It's damn near impossible to leave. I want to stay here all night. I want to camp here. I got up here just in time for the view. Clouds are just blowing right back in. They're blowing through me. Now comes the tough part, getting back down. I was just wondering how I haven't seen any bears up here yet, but they're around. That little beachy point in the middle of the frame right now is my camp. There becomes a point where you become painfully aware of the fading light, and suddenly it's no longer such a relaxed, blissful feeling. Oh. Things you go up, they're sometimes so much harder to go down. Whew. Finally back. Bit of a relief, to be honest. You get carried away sometimes with wanderlust. Woohoo! Cheers for coming along and letting me share this somehow. That spot is not meant to be experienced alone, so I'm gonna have to bring someone back here. And there's some thunder, back just in time. It just got dark. It picked up, changed directions. It's gonna storm for sure.
Massive storm going on out there. I'm absolutely loving it. Just reading my book. Just reading my book, having some red wine and soaking up the ambiance. That one was awesome. Oh, another one, big one coming. Boom! I said, boom! I love storms. I really love them. Having a great time. Oh, wait for it. Gotta love it. On top of the incredible booms of thunder, it's echoing off the cliffs a bit. It's really just magical.
It is actually really nasty out. Wind is blowing, there's heavy mist sideways, so everything's just soaked. But I've never had such a dreary, gray, long weekend be so wonderful. It's been fantastic. I'm just about at the portage out of this unnamed lake. So no fish and a lot of unfinished business. It's just a good excuse to come back. Those cedar waxwings are really, really pretty. That beaver dam I just went over had a hive on it. They've calmed down now, but I had to jump into the grass and just bring it over me. Oh, got some stings, but not too bad. Now I can't go back that way, so I'm gonna have to go over there. Still some buzzing around there. Oh, that's unpleasant. They weren't bees actually, they're hornets. You can see why it's a missable portage. That was wet, a wet slog. But Sealy is like glass right now, so looking forward to a little fishing here before I leave. Fish on. Typical dark laker, Sealy Lake. Vertically jigging a little Cleo. Only took a couple minutes. When I wake up, I enjoy the taste of little Cleo. I have it in a bowl with a glass of milk. Always consult your parents before eating little Cleo. When I grow up, I want to be an astronaut. Something on. Not big. Camo buttons. It's just miserable out here. Wind has picked up and misting heavily still. Pretty cold. Just had a hit. I've been stepping carefully to try and avoid the boggy parts this time. Oh, but with all the rain, everything is soppy. Hard part's over. Be back to the car soon. That was such an awesome trip, and I'm sure I'll be back.